The United Nations Security Council held an emergency meeting on the crisis in Ukraine as reports of a Russian troop buildup on Ukraine's territory mount. It was the 26th time the Security Council met in emergency session on Ukraine, and the UN expressed deep concern over reports from NATO and the OSCE that thousands of Russian troops have crossed into Ukraine. The Ukrainian ambassador echoed those concerns.
Today, we have all the evidence to constate that Ukraine is surrounded by a huge amount of armaments and the troops. We demand from Russia, now in here, to explain what we need to keep on our borders. 200 tanks, 1,600 vehicles, 640 artillery units, 191 attack aircrafts, 121 attack helicopters. Still, neither Ukraine nor OSCE got any kind of the explanation.
When the United States took the floor, it urged the world body to step up pressure on Russia to honor its commitment to de-escalate the situation.
The problem is, as it has long been throughout this crisis, you cannot reach a political solution if only one side is committed to forging it, and you cannot effectively implement a roadmap with parties who, like the Russians and the separatists they back, so consistently fail to keep their word. We have seen Russia's playbook in Transnistria, South Ossetia, Abkhazia, and Crimea. So the question is not what Russia will try to do in eastern Ukraine. The question is what we, the international community, will seek to do to prevent yet another frozen conflict in Europe manufactured by Russia.
Faced with substantial evidence to the contrary, Russia continued to deny it knew anything about Russian troop deployments in Ukraine. We're hearing declarations about Russians sending weapons and members of the regular army. We are also hearing broad declarations from NATO regarding the sending of convoys and Russian fighters from Russia. But that is not accurately reflecting the situation on the ground. This is not the first time Russia has denied having troops in Ukraine. Before Russia annexed Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula, it sent in thousands of unmarked Russian troops into Ukraine and claimed it knew nothing of them. Russian President Vladimir Putin later stated matter-of-factly that, of course, his troops were operating in Crimea. It seems a similar situation now could be taking place in eastern Ukraine.